Yeah. Oh, good. Are you good? Okay, we're in some shade too. Yelling? Is that where you're going to be yelling? Oh, this is especially. I love.
Do you want me to be somewhere else?
No. I didn't know if you. I don't want to start unless you're where you want to be. Okay. Welcome to this place, a place that's made sacred by the histories of the people who are here. I'm Reverend Susan Gamblin. I'm an ordained minister with the United Church of Canada, and it's really wonderful to be here in this very small service today. It's wonderful that this group of people has come for someone who really didn't expect that. I'd like to state what it is we are not going to be doing today. We have not come here to speak of Neil's impressive resume or to reveal details of his private life. Nor is our purpose here today to ascribe beliefs to him that he did not hold. What we have come to do is perform a simple and profound Christian ritual. This service is designed so that we treat Neil's physical remains with the utmost respect and dignity for the final time. And from this service, the hope is we are better enabled as survivors to effect movement from the process of mourning into the longer journey of grief. For that is the place where healing and hope occur. Please enter into a time of prayer with me. God who creates and recreates us. God who laughs with us and weeps with us. God who walks with us each step of the way, carrying us when our strength fails. We gather today with hearts laden with grief, with voices muted but crying out, asking that you would move in and around us ever so gently. Gracious God, as mysterious and wondrous as you are, we do have knowledge of you. We know you as a compassionate God, as attentive as a hen with her chicks, as tender as a mother with a newborn child, as watchful as a shepherd with the sheep, as protective as a father's warm embrace. As we release our tears and disappointments, as we say our goodbyes, remind us all that we are not alone. Thanks be to God. And Ellen has someone she's going to introduce to us.
Mom and Kay McLeod, my former piano teacher who's done so much for us today. We'd like you all to join us in singing a hymn that Mom had chosen, and we thought Dad would really like as well. So if you would, Kay, if you could start us just so we're on the right key.
Where is Kay?
I'm right here.
Okay,
Oh, there you are.
Kay. Okay, well, did you want to come here? Are you comfortable
I think
there?
we're fine back here.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
This is my Father's word. I'm hoping everyone will join me.
I think everyone knows you.
I think so.
Okay.
This is my Father's word, and to my listening ears, all creatures sings and round me brings the music of the spheres. This is my Father's word, I rest in
I need more support, please.
Is my Father's will. The birds are carols raise. The morning light, the lily white, declare their Maker's praise. This is my Father's will. He shines in all that's good. In the rustling grass I hear him pass. He speaks to me everywhere. This is my Father's will. Oh, he's also strong. This is my Father's will. Above all is not done. Jesus who died shall be satisfied, and earth and heaven be one.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you very much. I've selected some verses from the first chapter of, from the book of 1 John, chapter 4. Beloved, let us love one another, because love is from God. Everyone who loves is born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, for God is love. Beloved, since God loved us so much, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever seen God. If we love one another, God lives in us, and God's love is perfected in us. By this we know that we abide in him and he in us, because he has given us of his Spirit. So we have known and believed the love that God has for us. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear has to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not reached perfection in love. We love because he first loved us. Ellen is going to come and share some things with you.
I just wanted to, I've written this all down. I wanted to take a look at all your faces here. I don't get to see you often. And I wanted to thank you for being here, to say goodbye to my dad, Neil Coy. He was known as Al Capone. I wish I knew him those years. Thank you for coming, especially in this time when our world is turned upside down. We're glad that you're here. I believe Dad tried to make our homes, our community, our world a better place because we just happen to live in it. I believe the world is a better place, and we are all better for knowing him. I would like to thank my brother David for writing his beautiful dedication to our Father, for our Father, for being there for him. Where are you, Dave? Dave? And for being there for Mom during the last few weeks when he was in so much pain. And it's because of you and my mother, my loving mother Elizabeth Bid, that his wish to remain at home was seen through, as hard as that may have been for you. I know how grateful and proud he would be of both of you. Next page, I write big. We are sincerely thankful, Dad, for your endless hard work and dedication as an engineer and the beautiful life you provided us and all of your honorable accomplishments. He would not like me saying that. To me, Dad, your greatest accomplishment was your love and devotion to my mother, Elizabeth. His dedication to his extended family, his sister Liz and John Robinson and family, thank you for being here. Also to John, my mother's brother, and his wife Shirley Williams and family that we wish could be here and couldn't. And to his wonderful friends and neighbors, again, thank you so much. We're so grateful you're here. But most of all, his loving wife, my mother, Mom, Elizabeth, Biddy, Did, as he called her, and their dedicated marriage of 58 years. Life was not always a walk in the park, if you knew my father. For Dad and his children, David, Donald, and myself, Ellen, we definitely threw obstacles in his way, maybe me a little bit more than others. But in his way, he always met the challenge and he held us up. His only granddaughter, Megan, Allison Bryn Sear, brought him so much joy. And she's picked up where he's left off, now being an engineer herself. And she is definitely missed today. We wish she could be here with us. Thank you, Dad. We are better for knowing you. Thank you for all that you have done for this world, for our communities and our life. Thank you for all the times you were by our side to help and support us, to celebrate our successes, and to help us accept our defeats. You taught us by your example the value of hard work, good judgment, courage, and integrity. We thank you for the sacrifices you made to let us have the very best life that we possibly could. I'm almost done, I promise. When your father dies, if you weren't with him, you carry that feeling like a permanent hole in your pocket. When your father dies, you think of all the things you meant to say, to ask, things you've asked and said a million times. But you'll want to say them again just one more time. When your father dies, you will see your mother through different eyes, how he helped her, made her less and more than what she would have been without him. You see clearly the power she had over him. When your father dies, the small particulars of his life, the kinds you barely noticed when he was alive, grow into revelations. When your father dies, you will adjust your position in your family and who you're performing for. When your father dies, you certainly, a certain shade of the sky or smell in the air will tighten the knot in your being. And to no one, you will say, Dad, we miss you so much already. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
We thank you. That was really, really good. Okay, so David, let's get on with what maybe your dad would call the task at hand. And do just as Neil would want us to do. I'll tell you that. It is with thanksgiving for the rich life lived and for all of the love shared that we commit Neil's remains to the good earth, where they now become a part of the earth's cycle of dying and life. And just as this river beyond us flows from source to source, Neil is committed to the earth he came from. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Take just a moment to center yourselves on the love that Neil both gave and received. Neil, know you are loved. You are missed. You will be remembered. And there is hope that we will see you. Good, are you doing all right? Know that God's love was there for Neil at the end of his life. It was channeled through the undivided attention of his amazing wife, the love of his dedicated children, his precious granddaughter, his doctor, and all those amazing people who made his personal comfort their priority. Know that the simple grace of God is alive and well in all the beauty that exists around us, in the meandering river, in the peaceful garden, but most of all in each other. As our service draws to a close, let us gather our hearts and our voices in saying the Lord's Prayer together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and glory, forever and ever. As Ellen said, thank you so much for coming today. And remember, as you leave this place, we are all whole beings in God, no matter what. Our journey in life is the awakening to this truth. As you continue this journey, may God grant you grace, that in pain you find comfort, in sorrow, hope, and in death, resurrection. Amen. Normally I would greet you all with things the way they are. I've been around a lot of people, and it's probably best that I don't get too close to you.